Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rennie. In today's video I'm going to be showing us how to make a shirt dress. Hi, if you're here for the first time, hi, please don't forget to click the subscribe button to join the family and also turn on your post notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video. And also guys, watch this video to the end so you will not miss out on any of the details that I have to share with you guys. And also leave me your comments in the comment section. I love to read your comments, guys. I mean, it goes a long way to help me with the corrections and some other things. Okay, if you love the tutorial, just just open up and tell me how you feel. I want to see your comments in the comment section. Yeah, so for this outfit I made use of 2.5 yards and the length of this fabric was by 60. That was why I was able to come up with this, because I'm very tall. So right now I have already folded my fabric into two. Okay, so at this point I have this my basic bodice pattern. That's what I'm going to be making use of to draft out or to cut out this shirt gown. So what I'm going to be doing right now is to mark out 1.5 inch in front. That is why I'm measuring this. I'm leaving out 1.5 inches in front. This very particular part is going to serve as the overlapping in front, so that I can either use my magic gum in front or I can insert buttons. So that's the essence of this 1.5 inch. All right, so moving on, I'm just going to go ahead and then cut around the neckline, the shoulder line, the armhole, and also I did something else on the lower part. So in the lower part, you'll notice that I did not cut it straight the way I'm supposed to cut it, because I wanted this to look like you know how bogus it looked on the first clip that you saw. So that was exactly what I needed. So instead of cutting it straight, okay, and also I was trying to manage the fabric, that's why it happened that way. I would have made it more bogus than that, because there's a particular style I was trying to copy, but then the fabric wasn't really enough, so I just had to go ahead and then make it a normal shirt gown. But I had to just add that allowance to it so that it can just become more bogus. And also, before I cut this out, I already measured out or marked out my length, the length for this gown for myself, which was 42 inches. So right now, moving on to the back part, I'm making use of my basic body still, but then I ended up folding in the flap for the zipper allowance at the back, because I'm not going to be using zip in this one. So I had to fold that in, and then I'm just going to go ahead and then just cut it exactly the same way I did the front part. Okay, so it's just as simple as that. So if you have a basic bodice pattern like this, it's going to be very easy for you to make this very particular gown. Just place your bodies on it. Okay, just mark out your length, and if you need to add inches to it, okay, like the bust and the hip parts, wherever you want to add an increase to it, just make sure that you just do that. So on this very shirt gown, you will notice that I didn't make use of my dart on this. Okay, so you are not going to be using a dart on this. Just your own is just for you to place your bodies on it. And if you do not have these basic bodies, I have already filmed a video on this, and it's going to be coming up on Sunday. That is this Sunday. Today is Friday as you're watching, depending on when you're watching this. But it's going to be coming up soon. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notification bell so you'll not miss out on that very particular video. So moving on to the fun part. Right now I am placing the front side and the back piece together. This fabric doesn't have front and back, so anyway any side can go. So that's just the advantage of this part of a fabric like this. So I'm also placing them this way so that I can be able to first of all sew down the shoulder part. Then I'm gonna come back and then show you guys the next thing. All right, so right now I'm done sewing the shoulder part. We are going to try and test out the neck to see if the neckline is definitely okay for us. So I've already done that off camera, and the neckline was definitely okay. So right now we're trying to cut out the cape. Will I say cape? Or this stuff that I'm going to be using to turn the front, the part I'm going to be inserting my magic gum or the buttons. So yeah, this is it. I've already cut out, I measured that out, and I'm cutting out 2 of these so that it can go for the front, for one part and also for the other side too. So the width is 2 inches and also the length was 42. Okay, since the gown is 42. So this is how I'm going to be sewing this. I'm going to place it this way, okay, on the wrong side. and then sew it down, so I can be able to turn it over on the right the right parts of the fabric, and then fold it this way and then sew it down. Okay, I don't know if you guys can understand what I'm saying. I'm going to sew down on both the parts, then I'm going to come back and then show you guys how it looks. All right, guys, so after I was done sewing it, this is how it looks like. Okay, so I think at this point now you guys will really understand what I was talking about. So this is it. I've already sewn it down, and I folded it towards the front part, and I also sewed it down the way I showed you guys before. And I also went ahead to sew down the edge just to keep it in place. Okay, so right now what we are going to be doing right now is to go ahead and then measure around the neckline, so we can be able to insert our band or collar, but there's no collar on this, so it's just the no collar, just like, you know, band kind of thing. So yeah, that's what we are going to be doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and then just measure this out carefully, bit by bit, so you'll not miss anyone. So at this point now we have 19 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and then pick out another fabric, and then I'm going to cut out the 19 inches on that fabric. So this is it. At this point now I ended up adding 1 inch to it, which was 20 inches. Okay, so that we'll be able to have room to be able to sew around the sides. I don't know if you can understand, but now this is 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches anyway for the width. Okay, so that is it. So at this point I'm just going to fold this into two. Okay, now there's the reason why I'm doing this. You know, when you see a collar, the front part is not always straight, like what you are seeing right now. The front part is always like a bit curved. Okay, like you want to cut out a circle or something like that. It's not always straight. So that's what I'm going to do here right now, so we can achieve that particular end, okay, for ourselves. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and then cut this carefully. Remember that we only added 1 inch to this, so if I end up cutting more than at least a little bit of that out, it's going to take more than what is supposed to. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to cut this out this way, just like what you're seeing. Okay, and yeah, I'll just go ahead and then stitch all round, all through, like what you're seeing right now. And then I'm gonna bring in my collar, sorry, the neck of the fabric, and I'm just going to go ahead and then insert that inside and then sew it round. So this is what it looks like after I finish sewing that very particular part I showed you guys. So once you turn it over like this is how it's going to look like, and this is what I was trying to explain to you guys. Okay, as you can see, it is not straight. It has that little bit of curved curve added to it. I can't even talk. It has a little bit of curve added to it. So yeah, at this point now I'm trying to insert the neckline into the band, okay, that we just finished making. So this is how it's going to look. I'm just going to go ahead and then fold it down this way. This is how it's going to look exactly. Then you're going to sew on top of this. Okay, just going to stitch on top of this. So after doing that, this is how it looks like. I have finished stitching on mine on top of it. So this is how it looks like. And I also went ahead to stitch on top of it. Like at this point now, this very particular one is optional. Okay, you can decide not to stitch at that point, and you can decide to stitch at that point. Mine was my own personal decision. So if you leave it there, it's still going to give you the same thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and then attach the sleeves to the body. So about the sleeve has a puff attached to it. Okay, would I say attached to it, something like that? Okay, but it has a puff at the ending part of the sleeve. So what I'm going to do right now is just to go ahead and then insert a gathers to this. Okay, I'm going to sew this long stuff. Okay, that's the band, let me say it like that. I'm going to sew the band on the two sides down just to form the band properly. So this is how it looks like. This is what I've been trying to explain. So after sewing it down, this is how it looks like. And also before you sew it, you have to fold in at least ½ inch inwards. That's just like what you're seeing right now. You have to fold ½ inch inwards before then you go ahead to sew on the sides. So this is it. This is the sleeve with the gathers in it. I'm just going to go ahead and then fold this area like this. You have to just fold it like this 2 times and then sew it down. All right, so that you're able to have a very nice finishing once you are trying to close up the sleeves. So this is, I'm just going to go ahead and then insert it. After inserting it, this is how it's going to look like. So since you have already folded in the 1/2 inch inwards, okay, while trying to prepare the band for the sleeves, it's much easier. So once you fold it in, just run your thread over, and then this is it. I have attached the sleeve to the bodice, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so far, so the look is actually coming together. I'm just going to go ahead and then insert my buttons. Right now I'm just confused which of the thing I should use, either button or a magic gum, but I think I might be making use of a magic gum anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and sew down my magic gum, close up the sleeves. Okay, I'm also going to be using magic gum on the sleeves too. I'm just going to go ahead and then do that off camera, fold it down, bend the down part, fold it in. I'm going to be using a double bending method to do that. Then I'm going to come back and show you guys the final wear. So guys, this is the final look. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the final look. I'm just loving this outfit and the color. Don't you like it? I love it. So guys, this is it. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What other tutorial would you want me to do for you? Just let me know in the comment section, okay, and I'll make that happen. All right guys, so that is it for this video. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. All right, and until next time, be good and God bless you. Bye.